Good morning, ma'am. This is K. Nikita Reddy from ECEB section. Today, I'm going to present TikTok video on three numbers ABC are the inputs. Write a program to find second largest among them. For the given question, the program can be written as hashtag include stdio.h, which is a standard input output function, int, which is integer main, open the flower braces, int of a comma b comma c, close with semicolon, printf of values. In C language, every statement, after the completion of every statement, semicolon has been used. Scanf of percentile d, ampersand of a comma ampersand of b comma ampersand of c. If a greater than b and a greater than c, after using if statements, flower braces must be used. And if b greater than c, printf second largest percentile d, close the quotation marks comma b, else printf second largest percentile d comma c, and close the program with flower braces. So this program can be written in many ways. This is one of the way. Else, continuation of this program, if this does not execute, else if we are going to use else if statement, else if b greater than c and b greater than a, you're going to open the flower braces after every if statement. And if c greater than a, printf second largest percentile d comma c, else printf second largest percentile d comma a, else if a greater than b, printf second largest number comma a, else printf second largest comma b, and then written 0 and close the braces. Now we are going to take an example for this program. You should compare all the three variables to get the second largest among those numbers. The output, the values are 32, 31 and 30 and 12, and the output is the second largest number is 31, whereas the first is 32 and the second is 31. The explanation for this program: first pick any variable and compare it with the other two variables. Like if a greater than b and a greater than c, where two statements is written in an if statement, if it's true, it means a is the largest and any of the variables b and c is the second largest. So inside the if a greater than b and a greater than c block, there is a comparison. If b greater than c, if true, then b is the second largest, otherwise c is the second largest. Similarly, compare the other two variables for if they are the largest. Example, else if b greater than c and b greater than a, and else if c greater than a and c greater than b. In C language, and can be written as two and symbols. Will be representing the and with two and symbols. The decision making concepts in C language using flowchart and program. So we are going to now discuss this if else else if, which are decision making statements. We are going to discuss them in a flowchart and programs. Following other decision making statements: simple if statement. We have many statements. From those, these are simple if statement, if else statement, nested if else statement, else if ladder, switch statement. So let's go with the first one, simple if statement. The if keyword is used to execute a set of statements when the logical condition is true. Syntax for the simple if statement is, we are going to write the if condition, we are going to open the flower braces, and in the flower braces we are going to write the statements, and then we are going to close the flower braces. This is the syntax for simple if statement. And the flowchart for simple if statement can be represented. We have to take the diamond in middle where we have to write the condition what we have given, and from that where the true part which are having statements and the false part also. This is a given flowchart for simple if statement. And the example program, we are going to take an example based on simple if statement. The following example checks whether a number is greater than 50. So we are going to write the standard input output function, hashtag include stdio.h, and we are going to give the main function, and next we are going to open the flower braces. In that we are going to assign, we are going to give an integer value, and then we are going to printf enter any number slash n which represents the next line, and then we are going to write scanf function, scanf of percentile d ampersand a, and then we are going to close that, and we are going to write the condition for whether a number is greater than 50. So we are going to use if statement, simple if statement. If a given integer, if given the taken variable a greater than 50, printf percentile d is greater than 50 comma a, and then we are going to close the braces. This is the program for checking whether a number is greater than 50 or not. And then for this program we're going to get an output. We are going to, they'll ask enter any number. We've entered the number 60, so 60 is greater than 50, and we're going to take another example which is 20, whereas 20 is not greater than 50, so there will be no output. The second one is the else if statement, where we've completed the simple if. Now the second one is else if statement. The if else statement takes either true or false condition. So this if else statement takes either true or false conditions. The syntax for this if else statement is, if we are going to write the condition, we are going to open the flower braces, we are going to give true block statements, and then we are going to close the flower braces, we are going to write again else, and we are going to write false block statements, and then we are going to close the braces. So this is the syntax for if else statement. Flowchart, the flowchart for the if else statement, where in the diamond we are going to represent the condition. From that we are going to take two parts with a true part and a false part, and in the left side we are going to write two true block statements, and the right side we are going to write false block statements, and then the program will be stopped. Whether if we're going to give the output, if it's true it will execute true block statements, if it's false it will execute false block statements. The program for the if else statement is given here, where we're going to write the standard input output function, hashtag include stdio.h, main function, and then we're going to open flower braces. In that we are going to give an integer n, and then we are going to print enter any number hashtag n slash n, and then we are going to write scanf function, scanf of percentile d comma ampersand n, and we are going to initialize the condition if n percentile 2 is equals to 0, printf percentile d is even number comma n, else printf percentile d is odd number comma n, and then we are going to close this program. By running this program we are going to get the output as enter any number, and then we've entered the number 10. So 10 is an even number. The output has been given as 10 is an even number. And the next one is nested if else statement. Here in this statement, if is placed inside another if or else, that means in the if statement and another if is being defined. So the syntax for this program can be given as, if we are going to write condition 1, we are going to open braces, and in that braces we are going to write if again condition 2, and then we are going to write statement 1. In the second if part, for that if condition we are going to write the else statement. If the condition is true, statement 1 will be executed, else statement 2 will be executed, and we'll close the braces. And for the else block, we are going to write another if condition 3. If the condition 3 is true, it will execute statement 3, else it will execute statement 4, and then close the braces. This is the syntax for nested if else statement. The flowchart of nested if else statement can be given as, the condition 1 we will be taking diamond, and that condition 1 will be taking two parts, where we are going to write condition 2 and condition 3. And condition 2 true, condition if the condition 2 is true, the true block will be executed, and in that true block, if the condition 1 is true, statement 1 will be executed. If condition is false, statement 2 will be executed, and if condition 3 is true, statement 3 will be executed. If condition 3 is false, statement 4 will be executed. And an example has been taken for nested if else statement. Following example is to print the largest of three numbers from the given numbers. So first we are going to write the standard input output function hashtag include stdio.h, and then we are going to write main function, and then we are going to open the braces, int of a comma b comma c. We are going to take three variables, printf, enter three numbers. We are going to close the statement, scanf of percentile d, where we have given three variables, so we have taken three percentile d's, comma ampersand a, comma ampersand b, comma ampersand c. After every statement, semicolon must be there. And then we are going to write this statement to print the largest of three numbers from the given numbers. So if a is greater than b, if a greater than b, after if statement we are going to open flower braces, and then in that we are going to write one more if condition, if a greater than c, printf percentile d is largest, comma a, and then we are going to close this by semicolon. And next we are going to write else block, else printf of percentile d is largest, comma c. For the second if statement we are going to write another else. In that else statement we are going to open the braces, and we are going to write another if statement, if b is greater than c, if b is greater than c, printf percentile d is largest, comma b, else printf percentile d is largest, comma c. And then we're going to close the braces, and we're going to give the output. They've enter three numbers, 10, 20, 30, and from these three numbers 30 is the largest number, so the output will be 30 is largest. And then the fourth one is else if ladder. So it is a multi-way decision condition. This is a multi-way decision condition. The syntax for this else if ladder is, if condition 1 is true, statement 1 will be executed, else if condition 2, statement 2 will be executed, else if condition number, if you're going to take n number of statements, n's number of statements can be executed, else statement will be x. That means how many conditions we are taking, that many statements will be executed. This is a syntax for else if ladder. The flowchart for else if ladder, where we're going to take any number of conditions, that how many number of conditions you are taking, that many statements will be executed. If the statement condition 1 is true, the statement 1 will be executed. If the condition 1 is false, then it will go to condition 2, If condition 2 is true, statement 2 will be executed. If condition 2 is false, it will go to statement 3. It will go to condition 3. If condition 3 is false, true, it will go to statement 3. If condition 3 is false, it will go to next condition. That means up to n number of conditions. If all number of conditions are false, it will execute statement number x. So let's see the program for this nested else if ladder. Following example, find roots of quadratic equation. Here we're going to find the roots of quadratic equation. We're going to use hashtag include math.h function, where we are going to give main function. We are going to open braces. We are going to take three variables, int a comma b comma c comma d, and where roots of quadratic equation, we are going to take float r1 comma r2, printf of enter the values a b c, scanf of percentile d percentile d percentile d, ampersand a ampersand b ampersand c, d is equals to b, the formula for quadratic equation is b square minus 4ac. So this we've represented in terms of C language. If g greater than 0, if statement we are going to use, we are going to open the flower braces. R1 is equals to minus b plus square root of d by 2 star a. R2 is equals to minus b minus square root of d by 2 star a. Printf of root 1 comma root 2 is equals to percentile f comma r1 comma r2. Else if d is equals to 0, r1 is equals to minus b by 2 star a, r2 is equals to minus b by 2 star a. Printf of root 1 comma root 2 is equals to percentile f comma r1 comma r2, and we're going to close the braces. And else printf, if all the statements are false, printf roots are imaginary, and then close the braces. Now we're going to give the input values of abc. They've given 1 4 3. Root 1 will be 1 minus 1, and root 2 will be minus 3. And the next one is switch statement. It is helpful in selecting one among multiple decisions. The syntax for the switch statement is switch expression, open the braces, flower braces, case value 1 and then statement 1, and it will break case value 2, statement 2, break default up to statement minus x. This is the syntax for switch statement. The flowchart for switch statement, the switch expression, and then from that the value 1 statement 1, value 2 statement 2, and up to default statement minus x. The program for this function is include stdio.h main function integer of n, printf enter a number, scanf of percentile d comma ampersand n, switch of n, case 0 printf 0, break case 1 printf 1, break default printf wrong choice, and then we're going to close the braces, and we're going to give an enter a number 1, we'll get only 1. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.